Hey everybody. Y'all have to see Derek. Derek is in the back and he's doing this. It was funny. I'm sorry. And I was messing with him. But yeah, hey everybody. Welcome to another week of All Things Marriage. We're back in our little old spot again. But we missed you guys. We hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, wonderful holiday thus far. Um, yeah, so welcome back. How was your day, babe?
Day was daying.
It was daying. All right. Well,
Yes.
how was your night going to be?
Night will be nighting.
All right, all right.
Nah, it was solid though.
Hey, Lady Kimberly, love you, and Bishop.
It was a solid day though. No complaints. Everything went
Okay,
smoothly. I do gotta fix one thing, but you continue.
I can. My day was good, guys. I talked to my best friend today. Um, so that was good. We don't always get to talk, so we talked for like 3 hours today. Um, so like yeah, when we don't get a chance to always talk, but when we talk, we usually talk for a few hours. It usually just catching up. Sometimes it's nothing. Whatever we're watching on TV, yelling at cars, whatever it is. Yeah. So hey, Carolyn. Thank you guys for coming on in. We did 5 o'clock today. We got some other stuff going on, and we wanted to get in a little early today. So, yeah. So we're here, right? But yeah, my day was pretty good. I submitted.
It's a little off kilter, but it'll be
It's
okay.
okay. I got in one of my assignments today,
Awesome
working on
sauce.
another assignment, and yeah.
I still failed one last time.
Oh my goodness, guys.
It's
But
okay.
our Thanksgiving was wonderful. Like, we didn't do anything like outside of the ordinary. Um, other than my husband shooting guns.
I got to get my gun.
He got to shoot his guns and not have to pay money. Um
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah. So other than that, it was good. We went to the country with my family this year and we just, had a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for my aunt for the hospitality. She always is willing. She like me. She like people over, you know. And I don't know what's going on with the lights, y'all. My husband,
I was trying to see what I wanted to do.
he's we still learning. We've been in this for about a year now.
I'm just
We
picking.
coming up on a year, and he's still trying to figure out how
Yeah.
he wants stuff set
I'm
up.
I'm just picky, and I want stuff to look and feel a
Yeah,
certain way,
yeah.
and
Well, nice of you to join us.
yeah, I want stuff to look and feel a certain way, and sometimes I got to spend money to do that, and I haven't done that yet. So there's that.
Okay,
But
all right, guys.
Thanksgiving was great. Got to shoot my guns a little bit. That was fun.
Yeah, my cousins,
Um,
my uncle shot the gun.
yeah,
Yeah, that
that
was
was
dope.
um Miss All Things right here. She didn't want to shoot the 12 gauge. She thought it was going to be
I was a
too
little,
too heavy, a little bit too
skeptical.
scary until until she let out a couple rounds, and then it's just like, oh yeah, this is love. This is where it's at.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, y'all done messed up.
Yeah,
Y'all let me shoot this. Y'all done messed
I
up.
might drop that video a little
Hey,
bit later on.
bro. Bro's on YouTube, so
Oh, for sure,
yeah.
for sure. What's up? But yeah, as always, quick little announcements. Let me take these gloves off.
Yeah,
I
bro
got
said he ate too much and he got to get back on track.
Oh yeah, me
Ditto,
too.
ditto,
Facts for
ditto.
sure. Quick
Mine wasn't sweet. I have an issue. I think I need to go to AA. I have an issue.
AA,
AA.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
No. Addicts Anonymous.
All
That's
the
it.
all the sweets anonymous.
It's not the same, but yeah, bro, he
No,
got gloves on. Don't ask. He does.
yeah. But
Because
no.
I asked the exact same thing like 5 minutes before we went live. I was like, "Why do you have gloves on?" I don't
So
know.
shout us out. Let us know how you guys Thanksgiving was first and foremost. Announcements, quick little announcements. Announcement number one being that as always, we got the King's Kids Wellness Facebook group. Trying to get a little bit
Definitely
active.
need that support.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
after
we
Thanksgiving.
being a little, trying to get a little bit active on there, so check it out, give us a holler. We building ourselves up both physically, mentally, emotionally, all that other
Yeah.
stuff. It's about health and love and support one for another. Um, Announcement number two is that I'm sure most of you all who follow us a little bit know, we just got through our first ever conference, LoveCon
Woo!
2021, and it was, in my opinion, amazing. It was awesome. We had some,
Yes.
we had really good support. Those who did come, who were able to be there and support and rock with us for a day. Um, they were they were in for a treat. It was quite entertaining,
Yo,
but quite educational
it
at the
was
same
more
time.
than like we had kind of like planned, like
Yeah.
in our minds we had a vision, which is actually a part of like today's
Yes.
topic. We had a vision, we had what we would like it to look like, entail and stuff like that, and it was just like
It went over.
better because of the people,
Yeah, and again, this is part of me being me. There were, in my mind, a lot of hiccups.
yeah,
It
because
was our
we
it was our
know
right.
we
It
planned
was
it.
our first one. There were a lot of hiccups, but the guests, the speakers, all those who
Yeah.
are participating, based on the feedback that they've given us thus far, didn't feel the hiccups.
Right. Bro said it was amazing. He just commented.
We felt the hiccups, but the people that were there said that they loved it, that it was
Yeah.
amazing. That again, they enjoyed themselves. They had a great time. They learned a lot. The food was great. Um, the speakers, the panelists were informative. They were
Yeah.
funny. They were relatable.
Yeah.
And it was a mix of individuals and a mix of perspectives on life and love and relationship. And
Yeah.
that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted.
Like
That's how
when
we.
we I'm sorry,
No,
I'm
go
sorry. Go
ahead. No,
ahead.
say what you
That's
said.
what we wanted. That's what he was saying. Sorry guys. I was
Jumping the gun.
I jumped the gun. But yeah, like even with some of the individuals that we had asked to participate, we didn't even know
Some of
their
the
stories.
nuances. Yeah.
We didn't know their stories. We talked about it, we prayed about it, and we were like, "Oh yeah, this one would be good. That one would be good."
Yeah.
And then like when they came together and they had the dialogue
Yeah.
that they had and they were answering questions and the perspectives,
Oh
it
yeah.
was just like, oh snaps, I didn't know that. But I'm glad
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
to have that perspective. I'm glad that you think like that.
Right.
I'm glad that you said it and wasn't like, oh, everybody's saved and we
Yeah.
can't say certain things because and it was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
no, we had real conversations about real situations that
Yeah.
happen in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was
It
definitely
was.
better than what we
It
expected.
was. It was amazing, and we do plan to. For those of you all who paid for tickets and for one circumstance or another who was unable to be there, we got you guys covered. Don't think we're leaving you out. There will be an exclusive viewing party just for you all, and then and we do plan to drop bits and pieces of the conference, so that the rest of our family who wasn't able to be there, who wasn't able to support, can still get a taste of what we
Right. You
had
can get
going on.
some of the information.
Right,
You
right,
can't
right,
get
right,
the whole experience, but you can get some of that information
right,
because we do believe that it is beneficial and is needed.
right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, for those who were unable to be with us, who paid for tickets, we got you covered.
Yeah.
We may even do uh, a secondary release,
Maybe. Yeah.
but we'll talk
We'll
about that.
talk that out. Again, guys, and just like I'm sitting here doing this, it's just us two.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah.
we're trying to maneuver and do other things and
It's a
we're trying
lot.
to,
It's a
yeah,
lot.
it's a lot, but
Um,
you know,
but I will say
yeah.
this, and I don't think I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think I'm jumping the gun here. Uh, you can look forward to another one next year.
Yeah, Love Conference 2022 is definitely
It's
coming.
definitely
It's definitely coming.
definitely going to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be much larger scale.
It's we're gonna because of 2021. You have to have 2022.
We gotta
because
it
was that good.
We
it
gotta
was
make
that
it
good.
live. Right?
Yeah.
So LoveCon 2022 is definitely coming. Be on the lookout for those.
Yeah.
For those
and he means LoveCon. He said that properly for the people that
LoveCon.
Yeah, because some people I would have just thought, if I didn't know that you just cut that off, like where's the rest of your word? But you meant to say LoveCon.
Sure.
I was just telling people.
Okay. But anywho, in the spirit of our excitement and our exuberance over the wildly successful Love Conference 2021 hosted by All Things Marriage.
A lot of words there.
we want to discuss, like my wife said, we want to discuss the topic of writing the vision. Because with us dealing with this conference and trying to put this conference together, it started off as just that, a vision, an idea, a thought that we had in our minds, honestly, while on our many travels up and down the highways. I don't know if we were going to church one weekend or if we were visiting family or whatever, but whatever the case may be, we're riding down the highway. We got our normal 2+ hour drive. Yeah. And it was just like, it would be amazing if at some point we could do this. Right?
Yeah. I think that was like back in 2018, 19.
Yeah, like we were like first initial. Yeah. Now the initial thought definitely came from, like she said, 28, like 20. It may have been 2017.
Yeah. Honestly, the numbers get a little blurred there.
But just a little bit of backdrop on how this All Things Marriage thing came to be. We were living in Petersburg in a lovely apartment complex, and they had some nice facilities and such. And we were just like, man, and we had some couples, friends that married couples that we were pretty close with or getting close with, and some different single family
people
members,
were engaged, and
everyone was in these different phases of life, and we were just like, man, it would be great if we could get all of these individuals together from different tiers of relationship. Yeah. Those who are just dating, some that are engaged, newlyweds, veterans, been married 30, 40, 50 years, get these different ones together and have some real live discussions. Yeah. And because I don't know about, you guys out there in TV land, and I'm going to continue to call it TV land, because I'm seasoned.
Or salty, whichever one. Whatever.
But we were just like, in our communities, there's definitely a lack of education as it pertains to marriage and going into marriage.
Not even just a lack of education, but it's just a lack of communication. Right. Conversation about marriages and the trials and tribulations, the highs and the lows of marriage.
Right. And so we were just like, man, this would be great. We can start off small, get a couple of our friends together and, bring them over to the apartment complex. We'll rent out the little, what do you call it?
It's not a pavilion, but the
little center that all
the clubhouse.
The clubhouse. Yeah, that's what they call it. We'll rent that out or whatever. And then, circumstances had it that we made a move and we were no longer living there. And then, we get to Northern Virginia and we're kind of separated from people. And then COVID happens. Yeah. And, all of these different things.
And we just out here.
Fast forward to early 2021. And we got this All Things Marriage thing going. And we were just like, you know what? Now might be the time. Yeah. Let's.
Hi,
Lisa. Hey, sis. We're like, but now might be the time. Let's put this together and let's make this happen. Right. Yeah. And so, and on our travels, we were just like, okay, how would the conference, if we're gonna do one, how does it look? Who do we get? Like, are we doing just couples? Are we doing single
Yeah.
people? Are we doing like, are we like, what does it look like?
Yeah.
Who's gonna talk? How does this talking look like?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do a panelist? Are we gonna be speaking? What? And we
Yeah.
start kind of trying to throwing the ideas out.
Hey, Leisha, one of our winners from yesterday. I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah,
babe.
what's up? What's up? I missed that part. I mean, I knew it was going on, but I missed it. So congratulations to Miss Daniel.
Yes.
Kudos and thanks for the support. You
Yeah.
know, we love you. We love you.
Yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
we were discussing about, you know, how this conference should look.
Mhm.
What should it be actually called? Like all of those things came
Yeah,
into place.
yeah.
So we sat down and we wrote the vision. We had a conversation, not only with ourselves, but we prayed about it. Each
Right.
you know, individually. We talked to one of our closest couples that we are talking to.
Side note, thank you, Lisa, for the love and support. Tell them again, the love conference was dope.
Yes,
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
So we had, you know, had those conversations and we planned and we called. And you know, in the throes of it, we had some hiccups before the conference, not even the day of the conference. And it was just like, oh, but because we had talked and we had planned, we kind of could maneuver, even though it was something that we didn't want to happen. We could maneuver because we had planned the vision out.
So let's talk about these hiccups real quick. You know,
give
give the people a little inside information. So as most of us do, we come up with an idea, and if we decide that we're going to move forward with it, we get a little overzealous.
Yeah.
And then reality kind of, you know, punches us right in the throat.
Yeah.
Square in the chest, right there in the sternum and solar plexus.
And we knew we were gonna have some issues because I was like, COVID, they gonna shut us down. The country is gonna shut us down. And I was just like,
and as a matter of fact, we had a couple of our panelists asked that was just like, hey, you know, I'm all down for being there. We don't mind being on the panel, but what happens if we run into another shutdown?
Yeah.
How are we gonna, like, do you have a plan for that? Are you gonna do this? Is it just gonna be canceled?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to block up my schedule, you know, those types of things, not in a negative way, but I mean, we're busy people, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're thinking about all these things, and wouldn't you know it, we had a venue. First of all, finding a venue was, you know, a task.
Yeah.
All its own. One of the reasons was,
hey Jordan.
Oh, hey Jordan.
I'm glad you're here.
What's good? But one of the challenges was trying to find a venue that seated the amount of people that we thought we wanted to have.
Yeah, we were hoping. That right there was, we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have this thing, and and it's just like, pump your brakes.
Yeah,
it's your first
time. Lower your expectations, right? So we were looking for a venue that could house roughly 150, 200 people, right? Not that we thought we were going to get 200, but we wanted to be able to support that many people, right? Looking around, searching, trying to find, and some places are still in COVID restrictions. We get a place, and then maybe, what was it, a month?
Month and a half out. It was just like, so yeah, you can't do this venue without, like, literally the restriction, because it was a school. It was on the campus of a school, it's Virginia Union. And I understood it. It was just basically, you know, everybody has to be vaccinated. And I was just like, how is that going to be possible?
Like we had to have proof.
Yeah, you had to have proof.
Everybody at the conference was fully vaccinated, meaning
you had to bring your cards.
You had to bring your cards if you were getting like the Pfizer or the Moderna. You had to have both shots and have had.
You just canceled Johnson out, didn't you?
Well, no, I'm saying because those are two.
I know. I'm just saying,
like if you were taking one of the Johnson. Shot options, you had to have documentation that you had gotten both shots at least 2 weeks prior to. Like, and then we're just like, there's no way we can guarantee that.
I can't force you to pay me your money to come to the conference, and then I gotta tell you, so
make you go get
you got to get vaccinated.
Like
it was just no way.
You know, your vaccination status is on you. Right? And we understand that COVID is a real thing, and we do have to take precautions, and we did that. However, trying to identify everyone's vaccination status. That's personal
Yeah.
information. That's a lot.
But anyway, we were writing the vision, right?
But I wanted to explain some of those things.
Yeah.
Like we said, we wanted to see well over 100 people, and that didn't necessarily come to fruition.
No,
we
it
were
didn't.
closer to like 40 or so.
Yeah.
Which in hindsight, I'm glad it was
so glad.
So much.
So glad
that
guys,
we had less people.
Yeah, if you've ever planned anything for other people, not just yourself, but for other people, it is so much. And I wouldn't call it stressful, because especially it's something that you're desiring to do.
Yeah, so it's not stress.
Right.
But it does wear on your
mind. Yeah. Because I could be doing something else, and then it's just like, oh, I need to call this person at that place.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
and trying to keep track of what things you have done, what things you haven't done, what still
the
needs
little
to get,
small things,
the little details, like printing out itineraries for the event.
Yeah.
All of those things become crazy. Like mentally almost overwhelming if you've never done it before. And this is where the writing the vision comes into play.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I think we did for the overall, we did an okay job at.
Yeah.
But we definitely need to fine tune for 2022 is actually taking the time to sit down and physically write out what we're trying to do, what the expectations are, what the plan is for getting there.
Yeah.
Plan A, plan B, last resort contingency plan. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, I mean, now, the Bible tells us to write the vision and make it plain, et cetera, right? But there's significance in doing that, because I can think a thing all I want to.
Yeah.
I can say a thing all I want to, but until it's in black and white, it's not, for lack of better terms, real.
Yeah.
It doesn't carry any weight. Think of it like a contract. I can tell you that I'm going to sell you this house for X amount of money.
Yeah.
I can tell you that I'm going to give you a car or whatever. But unless you have something written, some written documentation saying these are the terms, then
this is what we both agree to.
Then then it doesn't really hold any weight. Now, there is a such thing as a verbal contract.
Yeah.
That is legally binding, but a written contract can override the verbal contract, especially if there are no witnesses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because witnesses or no, the written contract holds. Right. And so there's significance to physically writing down, identifying the things that you're trying to achieve, and how you're going to get there.
And that's why, honestly, vision boards, like Lisa can attest to, we do our vision boards at the beginning of the year, and to see kind of how we want to plan our year, the things that we are working towards. You may not necessarily get it in this year, but you should be able to look back and say, I've accomplished one or two of these things, or I've made one or two steps in order to get to the thing that's on my vision board. So again, it's also a part of making sure I can look back and say, I've checked off one, I've checked off two. That's why they give you checklists for school. That's why they give you checklists for if you're coming to this job, then I need you to bring your photo ID. I need you to bring your whatever, your pay stubs, or whatever it may be, so that we can check this off, so that we can say we're going into the correct direction.
Right. One of the things that I am so glad I followed my vision, and even though it was short-lived, I played football for a period of time in high school. Right. That was something that was like that I really wanted for me. You know what I mean? I understood for various reasons that football wasn't a career path for me, but it was a passion, and I wanted to do it. And one of the things that I learned that I feel like a lot of people either don't know or don't necessarily apply or understand how to apply is how to really write a vision.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things that they taught us was we had a weekly goals sheet, and we've talked about this to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to get, like, anytime I'm working with a group of people on any level, I try to, like, find a way to implement this because it's so helpful. We had a goal sheet, and the way this sheet operated was at the beginning of the week, we had to establish 3 goals. Because we were playing football,
right,
we had to have a personal goal, like a at-home goal, a football related goal, and then an educational, a school related goal, right? And so these goals, the key to the goal was it had to be a physical, tangible, measurable goal, right? And so what does that mean? It was just like, well, I couldn't say that, oh, at home, I'm going to be a better son, or I'm going to be a better student, or a better football player. It's like, no, what does that look like? What does being a better student look like? And so the goal would not be a better student, but it would be turn in all homework assignments on time, right? And then we had to, for each of those goals, we had to write measurable objectives. Like, what steps am I going to take to achieve those goals, and then checkpoints for those objectives. Like, so, okay, to make sure I do all of my homework on time, objective number 1 is write down every single assignment the moment it's given, not at the end of class, right? To ensure that you got it written down.
Right.
Or do the homework at 5 o'clock instead of whenever I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but physical things that you can at the end of the day check off and say, yes, I completed this task.
Yeah.
I completed this task. I completed this task. And at the end of the week, if you have all of your check marks and everything has a check mark, then you don't have to wonder if you completed your goal or not.
Right.
Your goal is complete.
Right. Yeah, it's just like your individualized personal plan.
Right. Yeah.
In counseling, we have your goals and objectives, and for every goal, like you'll have maybe have 3 or 4 goals. For every goal, you have to have 3 objectives to that goal, so you can make sure that you're reaching that goal. And once that goal is completed, then we can either move on to the next goal, or you get discharged from the program. Whereas placing that on your relationship, or as a single individual,
on just your personal life,
right, in your personal life, how do you then write the vision?
Yeah.
What am I writing the vision for? I'm not doing a conference. I'm not doing an event. I'm not, completing homework.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not, trying to improve my class grades or anything like that.
Yeah. So,
how do I apply that to my relationships, or preparing it to my personal self, so that I can be prepared for a relationship?
And so with that, one of the things, and this is kind of like sort of the vein of thought that I had, with this subject matter. One of the things, I mean, we all know we're coming to the end of the year, and everyone likes to make New Year's resolutions, right? And what tends to happen is, people make big New Year's resolutions. I'm going to start a business this year. I'm going to lose 100 pounds this year. I'm going to, or we're not even going to do it that way. People will say, I'm going to lose weight this year.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to be healthier this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to make more money. Right. You know what I mean? And again, and I changed the phrasing because, one, when we're setting these New Year's resolutions, we oftentimes don't think measurability.
Yeah.
We just say, I know I'm overweight, and so I need to get my weight under control. So I'm gonna lose weight. Well, that's not measurable.
Yeah.
Because while yes, you can say, okay,
I lost weight from this.
I was 200 pounds, and now I'm 199 pounds. I lost weight, but at the end
that
of the
just
day,
happens with going throughout your days,
right? Like you get you a good BM, and you done lost. You know what I'm saying?
I knew he was gonna go there.
Or if you eat a nice meal, you done gain the weight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of that weight that was on the plate is now inside of you.
Yeah.
Right? And so for me, the thought process was, let's talk to not even our audience. Let's talk to our family. and let's really have a discussion on what it means to really set a New Year's resolution that we can achieve, right?
Yeah.
That's doable, so that by January the 15th, we're not just like, oh, forget this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even wait till the first, but we are, starting now.
Starting it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so again, one of the things is making sure that these goals, that these visions that we have are measurable.
Yeah.
Right. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying taper your goals. Right. I'm not saying pull your goals back and be like, oh, I can't quantify that thing, so it's not real. No.
Yeah.
Because if your goal, if your vision is, I want to be a superstar, that's hard to quantify because you can be a superstar in high school at your school and everyone knows
you can be a superstar in your community.
You can be a superstar in your community. Yeah. You can be a national superstar. You can be an international superstar.
So basically get specific.
Yeah. Like so, but and that's
whatever the goal is, get specific with how you're going to obtain that goal.
Quantify whatever your vision is. Put something measurable on it. Yeah. To say so that you can identify the achievement once it happens.
Yeah, it's basically the what you learn in English class.
Yeah.
The what, the when, the how, the why. All of that.
Ask yourself all those questions: who, what, when, where, how, why, and then how again. Yeah. And then how again, and then more why. And
you're gonna definitely ask yourself how. How is this going to work?
Yeah.
Even if you completed one task, how is this going to work?
And that's the next piece that, again, football taught me a lot. That's the next piece. Is once you have this big goal set up, you have this big vision that you want to achieve. Let's not try to tackle losing 100 pounds at one time. Yes, the goal is 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me personally, the goal is more than 100.
Right.
But that's another discussion.
If you follow us on King's Kids Wellness,
you can figure all that out. But the goal is more than 100. So, but let's just make it around 100, right? Losing 100 pounds is difficult.
Yeah.
There was a point in my life, football, I dropped like 35, 40 in like 2 months.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It takes a lot of effort. But what's not hard? Losing 2 pounds.
Or 10.
Or 10 pounds.
Because we clearly already figured out how can lose
2 pounds. Now that's a secret in that. But
I was about to say no.
But what's not difficult is losing 2 pounds or 5 pounds or 10 pounds, right? And so when you say, okay, my vision is that I want to be 100 pounds lighter this time next year. You know what I'm saying? Or at the end of 2022, I want to be 100 pounds lighter. So then you say, okay, if I want to be 100 pounds lighter, there are 12 months in a year. I need to lose 10 pounds each month, and then I have 2 months to spare.
Yeah.
Make it easy on yourself. Give yourself a grace period, right? And so now you say it's no longer the goal now. The vision is 100 pounds, but my goal is 10 pounds.
Right.
That's easily measurable.
Right.
And then you say, okay, now that I've broken that goal down, let's implement some things. Let's put some pieces in there, some even smaller goals, some even smaller benchmarks that I can reach and get myself some easy wins. Because one of the things for me is I'm sure most of us are like this, will get discouraged if I'm trying and I'm not making progress.
Yeah.
So you give yourself some easy wins. 10 pounds, again, can be hard to lose.
Yeah.
But if I say, okay, well, I'm gonna exercise for 30 minutes a day. But 30 minutes is a large block of time. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. That's it. I'm going to wake up and do 10 push-ups because right now I'm not waking up and doing any.
None at all.
I'm just waking up.
None at all.
So if I say I'm going to do 10 push-ups, now that's something slight that I can make happen. Yeah. You know what? I need to increase my water intake. So I'm gonna make sure that I drink 2 bottles of water. It doesn't matter when it happens, but I'm drinking 2 bottles of water today, right? And then before you know it, all of these micro changes, these micro goals,
right,
that you're creating, that every single day you're feeling good about yourself because I did another thing, I did another thing, I did another thing. Then the bigger goals become easier to accomplish.
Right.
You get a little bit more willpower because it's just like, okay, I know I can drink 2 bottles of water. I know I can do 10 push-ups. So instead of doing just 10, I'm gonna do 10 in the morning and 10 at night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Or I'm gonna bump it up and do 20 in the morning.
Right.
And then again, before you know it, that 10 pounds is long gone. You're not even thinking about the 10 pounds.
Right.
But you get to your end of your month, you measure yourself out, and boom, 10 pounds out the door.
Right.
You know.
So let's give them an example for relationships, because we got the football, we got the 10 pounds, exercising, and all of that.
Listen, you're stretching me thin. You're stretching me thin.
Well, I had asked you that already, and you still went back into that. But I understand. Okay. Your analogies are your analogies.
Yes, yes, they are, and I will not be shamed.
I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just trying to keep you on track. I'm his helpmate, y'all.
We're not even gonna look at it as relationship, right? We're talking
personal
growth.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're gonna say, I need to grow spiritually. I need to get closer to God, or I need to work on my mental health. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself be, depressed, or feeling a lot of anxiety. I feel like I'm missing goals and deadlines and things of that nature. So, and it's one of the things that we've been kind of doing on the King's Kids Wellness is don't try to tackle it all at once.
Right.
Say, okay, I'm feeling myself become overwhelmed and anxiety building up. So I'm going to take 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes just for me to kind of relax, deep breathe, self-reflect. It's called mindfulness. It's like mindfulness training or meditation.
Mindfulness therapy.
Yeah.
All of that. Yeah. Mindfulness is like the newer big thing that therapy is used.
And literally you just sit there, you take 10 minutes a day, and maybe 10 minutes is too much. Maybe that's overwhelming for you. Take 5 minutes, take 2 minutes, and just
because 10 minutes, some of us gonna be asleep.
No,
let's just be honest.
I'm some of us.
Y'all know already that y'all can't pray for 10 minutes before y'all going to sleep.
I see you.
Hey,
Caleb. But yeah, take 2 minutes and just literally close your eye, get into a quiet space, a spot by yourself. You can do it on the way home from work or from school or whatever. Quiet place by yourself, close your eyes, just and like they say with the whole yoga thing, focus on your breathing.
Right.
3-second inhale, 3-second outhale.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes. Yeah. Outhale, exhale. That's the word, not outhale. 3-second inhale, 3-second exhale.
I was gonna let you have it.
Do that for 2 minutes. And as a matter of fact, set a timer on your watch or on your phone or whatever. For 2 minutes.
Have all of these things that are very beneficial to us. Like the timer on the phone, like the calendar. A lot of people be like, I forgot. You have little excuses.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that many excuses for certain things anymore.
Right.
Because I will smooth before, and I'm trying to make this more of a habit. I will smooth if somebody says, what about X, Y, and Z? Let's do X, Y, and Z on this date. Pause. Let me look at my calendar.
Yeah.
Because of how life goes and how much stuff is happening and the events and different things, family, obligations that we're doing. It's just like I have to put it in my calendar because no more can I say, oh, I forgot or I didn't know. I'm so sorry, because we have too many tools. In order to help us.
Yeah.
And that's something that I worked on, writing a vision. That's simple,
right?
But I don't want to say, "Oh, I forgot" anymore with big things, I didn't know. And if I hear it, I put it in my calendar.
Yeah, and so for the how can we apply it? Like again, the personal growth. you not only set aside the 2 minutes just for your mental sake, but you put it in your calendar.
Yeah.
You write it down. You wake up. Don't even wake up in the morning. Do it the night before. So it's Wednesday. So tonight you sit down and you say, what are 5 things that I want to get done tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's one thing for my mental health? That's my 2-minute mindfulness.
Yeah.
One thing for my spiritual growth, I need to read 2 Bible verses.
Yeah.
One task for work, get XYZ completed.
Yeah.
One task for relationship building, call mom, call dad, call boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whoever.
Yeah.
Have a 5-minute conversation. You write these, and then for your health sake, and my sisters will understand this, eat an apple or something. It's like it's an inside joke, but eat one apple, drink one extra bottle of water, or something, right?
Yeah.
5 small tasks that you write down the night before.
Yeah.
And then, so when you wake up in the morning, you have this checklist.
Yeah.
You're writing the vision for becoming a better person.
Yeah.
For becoming a healthier person.
Yeah.
A happier person, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the next morning when you wake up, you say, okay, you drank 1 bottle of water.
Yeah.
Well, you wake up in the morning, go through your morning routine, and then grab a bottle and knock that bottle out before you head out the door, and boom,
I'm gonna tell you guys,
checked off.
I have to get back to that. Actually, what I did was, I already know me. Timing is not my thing. If you ever hear me sing solo with no music, timing is not my thing.
Or with the music.
Timing is not my thing. That was real shady. It's not my thing. So what I did, I said I needed to drink more bottles of water. Mm-hmm. So I went and I set an alarm on my phone for every hour that I wanted to drink a bottle of water.
Oh, yeah.
And it said, drink a bottle of water. You might say, Jesus Christ, you can't remember to drink. Water is not like, I want to say this correct because water is life. Water is not my first go-to.
Yeah.
It's not. And if you know me, you probably like, oh, of course, I know it's not. But water is not my first go. My sister will drink water every second of the day. Right. My aunt, my mom will drink water every second of the day. Yeah. Slide me that apple juice real quick.
No, seriously. Biggest stuff.
I will not drink sodas like that, but slide me that apple juice real quick.
Right.
So I put a timer on my phone.
Yeah.
8:00, drink a bottle of water. 10:00, drink a bottle of water. 12:00, drink.
And that's the other thing when we're writing these visions, when we're creating these goals, when we're creating these tasks to achieve the goals, these objectives. Give yourself time limits.
Yeah.
Give yourself grace in the event that life happens and you can't achieve that. Don't beat yourself up about it, but give yourself time limits.
Yeah.
For the mindfulness, say I'm going to do my 2-minute mindfulness at 12:00.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink my bottle of water at 3:00.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my phone call to whomever it may be at 5:00.
Yeah.
Put timers on these things because, again, life happens.
Yeah.
And it's easy to forget them.
And especially something that you don't want to do.
Right.
You really need to be honest with yourself and make that extra step of, okay, I'm going to put a sticky note up. I'm going to make an alarm in my clock, in my phone, or I'm going to tell somebody else to help me be accountable for that thing.
And that was the last of the secrets to writing the vision and becoming successful at your visions. Was one of the things that we had to do for our football thing was we had to share our goals and our objectives for those goals with our teammates. So if you're playing defensive line, then you had to share with the defensive lineman. If you're a linebacker or a quarterback or whatever position you played, you had to share those goals with your teammates. And the reason being is at the beginning of the week, we share the goals.
Right.
And then at the end of the week, we have to share how we achieve those goals, which ones we achieved and which ones we failed to achieve for the week, and how we can improve on that and get it done the next week. And why was that so important? Because I can easily tell myself I'm going to work out every day.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I call my friend and I call and I got a workout partner at the gym that meets me every day at 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
I'm a lot less likely to skip my workout.
Yeah.
If I know that the partner is at the gym looking for me, waiting for me to get there.
Right.
Why? Because even if I miss it, I'm gonna get a text message saying, "Yo, where you at?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't
a phone call
right.
Or what's the Apple thing?
FaceTime. Yeah, you're gonna get a FaceTime
or
something.
Apple products.
Right. Something saying, "Bro, where you at? We were supposed to hit the gym today.
Yeah.
What happened?"
Yeah.
So you tell somebody about. Don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
You got to know
get your
who
trusted
to trust
partner. Yeah.
with your vision.
Yeah.
But you find who you can trust with your vision.
Yeah.
And you tell that person your vision.
Yeah, because for us, especially like for the conference, we had the I would say about 3 individuals that we discussed with
what we were trying to
outside
do.
Of the
outside
vendors
of
that we needed to, make sure that the vision came to life. We had like 3 trusted individuals that we hashed out ideas to.
Yeah.
That we asked the questions of, do you think that's going to work? How do you see that working?
Right.
And they would say, yeah, I don't know about that. Or you could do it and it, try this and try it that way.
And shout out to them. You know who you are, because it gotten to the point where we would even get phone calls, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Like, hey, look, I was thinking about the conference. We was up. It was like, I was thinking about the conference. This came across my mind. What are your thoughts? Have you considered this? Have you considered that? That's the importance of finding someone who you can trust with your vision.
Yeah.
That's going to hold you accountable, but not beat you up.
Yeah.
And we're grateful for you.
Yeah.
Again, you know who you are.
Yeah.
We're grateful for you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
And then when you make that vision and you set those goals and you set those objectives, whether it's again in your personal life, and things that you're trying to accomplish, whether it's in your relationships and things that you're trying to accomplish with your partner, or just to be a better you, for potentially one day, or just for yourself. Because I think certain things apply to everybody, not just people who are in relationships. Right. But once you look back on those things, on those objectives and goals that you've been working at, some you have achieved, some that you're halfway there, some that you had to go back and revamp. Those things, it's an overwhelming feeling of accomplishment and not satisfaction, but being prideful in yourself. Or pride, I'll say that. Proud of yourself, not prideful, but being proud of yourself for accomplishing the things that you've put on your list. How I'm pretty sure you've wanted to quit, or you said, I can't do this. Because to be honest, being transparent, when we were planning the conference, I was like, bro, maybe God is trying to tell us we don't need to do this. Maybe, we shouldn't be doing this.
And it's hard because, again, transparency moment. We were closing in on the deadline for registration. And I mean, I'm talking like 2 weeks out from the deadline. And we may have had like 4 or 5 registrants.
Right. It was like a couple weeks before, and we had, it was, it was a handful.
And so that's again, this is your first thing. That's really discouraging. But we knew what we were trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
We had written the vision.
Yep.
We had gone through the steps. We had followed.
We had prayed about it.
We followed the plan.
Yeah.
And shout out to Bishop Manigault. All the love and respect and honors that are due to him. He called and was just like, hey, I just want to let you guys know, I just want to encourage you, that you got it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And whether you got 10 people or 100 people,
yeah,
whoever's supposed to be there is
we'll
gonna
be
be there.
And don't leave Lady Manigault out, because she told me that too. Don't
Well,
do
no.
her-
I'm,
don't
I'm
do
just
her
saying
like
that he
that.
called me, so that's but they know we love both
Yes,
of them, right?
yes.
Right. But he was just like, whoever is supposed to be there,
Mm,
they're gonna be there, and God gets the glory.
yeah,
You have done your part,
yeah,
and again, people you can trust with your
yeah,
vision,
yeah,
and that was definitely encouraging, and that was definitely uplifting. And again, it's all said and done, and the proof is what it is.
yeah,
Everyone, at least everyone, has told us, and all
yeah,
we have heard has been positive
yeah.
and glowing reviews.
And those who have registered that are on, y'all got that survey? I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and fill that out.
Yeah, hit the
Well,
survey.
let us know.
Kick it back.
You can let us know secretly. Like, I was lying to you.
Right.
If that's the case, let us know before we do another one.
No,
and,
straight facts.
And y'all see the same thing now. Come on now.
But yeah, and I think we're gonna close out with that.
Yeah. So write the vision, make it plain.
Right.
Set the goals, set the objectives. Start off small if it's too overwhelming for you. Right. Start off small and work your way up to the bigger goals, or do 2 small goals, a big goal.
Right.
And work from there.
And find someone who you can trust with your vision.
Yes.
To confide in and to discuss with.
Yeah.
That can, for lack of better terms, check you.
Yeah.
Find someone you can trust with your vision, and at the end of the day, understand that honestly, it's okay to fail.
Yes.
Like, give yourself grace for failure, because one of my all-time favorite athletes, Kobe Bryant. That's my guy. Long time, like lifetime Laker fan, whatever, but Kobe's my guy. And I heard him say one time, he doesn't believe in failure. Because what is failure? Like, the only failure exists if you're just like, all right, I'm done with this thing, I can't take it. He's like, but to not succeed doesn't mean you failed, because at the end of the day, you learned.
Yeah.
Right. And he was just
most
like,
definitely.
And so basically his thing was, either you're successful or you learn something to make you successful. But there's no such thing as failing at a thing.
Yeah.
Right. You either were successful or you learn something to make you successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so with that mentality, hashtag mama mentality, with that understanding, like, it's okay to fall short of your goal.
Yeah.
Because you learned something, you grew, you developed, and next go around, you're gonna hit it full stride, and you're gonna know how to correct those mistakes and succeed. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna know how to be better. You're gonna know how to achieve those goals in glowing fashion. Yeah. So
and at the end of the day, because we love the Lord and He heard our cry,
God get the glory.
Do everything so that God can get the glory. And
then low key, you can't fail.
You cannot fail. All right, we not about to do that. We not about to go with Dale. We done already been on for almost an hour. We not about to do that. I mean, we can do it off camera, but
I gotta preach for that. I gotta preach. All right, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Thank you guys for joining in. For our new watchers and subscribers, we thank you guys. We love you guys. Much appreciation. Till next time.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Thumbs up on the videos, all of that stuff. Bell icon if you're on YouTube, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Bye.
Deuces, we out. End.